Red alert, guys. Red alert. Russia is now warning of, quote, final destruction. This just could not get more serious at this point. We are being threatened with a massive nuclear war that could just change life on Earth. Even if there's a limited nuclear war in a regional area, it will totally destroy the economy, destroy people's lives, destroy the weather patterns, potentially make just, it's going to change everything. And this could be the thing that could be the final reset for this massive plan that is being implemented. Okay, so let's dive into this news. All right, and this news comes as Norway has essentially declared a mild form of martial law. They have put their military on high alert, and they have put their military along their borders to show a sign of readiness. All right, because Norway has had multiple drone sightings around their critical infrastructure, like their oil rigs in the sea. Okay, they're saying these are Russian drones scouting out our critical infrastructure for a potential attack. That's what Norway's saying, and they have put their military on high alert, and they even said you will see our military along the coast, along the borders of Norway, protecting the borders. All right, and Norway is a NATO country that borders Russia, so very serious things are happening right now. And now Russia is warning of, quote, final destruction if things continue down this path. All right, and it seems like things are continuing. Where's the great leaders that just come out, these great peace leaders or something that come out like where's freaking Gandhi or something? Okay, I'm sorry, where's Martin Luther King? Like, where's, like, sorry, but like, where are these people that are gonna come out and be peaceful and just have some common sense and bring people together so we don't have this anymore? Because this is, I'm sorry, but this is crazy. This is crazy. This is too much. So from both sides, all right, both sides, this is just, it's too much. So let's dive in. It says Russia announced Wednesday that it views Norway's work with other countries and NATO as provocative, warning that NATO's efforts to bolster its military in response to Russia's invasion will likely be the death knell for the Oslo-Moscow relations moving forward. All right. It says Oslo is now among the most active supporters of NATO's involvement in the Arctic. Kind of makes sense. I mean, Norway's right up there and borders Russia. So if they're going full NATO, it kind of makes sense that they are the ones seeing a lot of activity, said Russian foreign minister spokesperson. And it says, quote, we consider such developments near Russia's border as Oslo's deliberate pursuit of a destructive course towards escalation of tensions in the Euro-Arctic region and the final destruction of Russian-Norwegian relations. All right. So basically, they're saying that this activity, this buildup on Russia's border is causing a deterioration, a final destruction of Russian-Norwegian relations, which are important, which are critical, because Norway borders Russia. All right. We don't want to have these two countries in direct, open conflict when they border each other. And they both, I mean, Norway's part of NATO, and NATO has nuclear weapons. Russia has nuclear weapons. These are nuclear armed scenarios, and we are not seeing a de-escalation. We are seeing a escalation, all right, sadly. And this comes as Russia moved their nuclear bombers, I think over a dozen bombers, I can't remember the exact amount, I reported on it a couple weeks ago, to 20 miles from Norway's border, right? Just a couple weeks ago, they moved a ton of nuclear bombers to a base that is approximately 20 miles from NATO, Norway border. So it's just, you know, Russia does one thing, NATO does one thing, NATO does this, Russia does this. It seems like a stage that everyone's on, and the stage is being set for a massive nuclear depopulation event for the human species, all right? Because, I mean, how we know these people are depopulationists, so why wouldn't they want to, you know, provoke this even more into a nuclear event? I really don't see. I mean, we know they all have bunkers. We all know this. It's been reported that people like Bill Gates, he has a bunker under every single one of his properties. This is mainstream news. He's admitted it. He builds a bunker under every property that he buys. He has a massive bunker under every property just in case it hits the fan while he's at that property. So, I mean, they're really not that worried. The elites, you know, they're maybe a little worried, but they're not as worried as you and I, where we're not sure if, like, we're going to make it out of here. You know, you might survive the initial blast, but what kind of world are we going to live in afterwards, after a massive nuclear war? So this is huge that this is happening, and they are saying that this is the final destruction of the relationship between Russia and Norway, which is important because Norway is part of NATO. We want to have good relations with other countries that can destroy the planet. Isn't that a good thing? Isn't that a good thing? I thought that was good. That should be something that we all are on board for. You know, like, shouldn't we be friends? It's like, you have your stuff. It's like, that's how America used to be. It's like an armed society is a polite society. I always used to hear that saying, and it's true. It's like, you know, like back in the cowboy days or whatever, back in the day, it's like, you know, this person's armed. You know that you're armed. All right. That's how it was. You know, everybody's armed in your society. So you have a little more caution. You have a little bit more respect. You have a little bit more, you know what I mean? You step a little bit lighter because you know this could be it. You know, you can't just go running your mouth or something because they could do something to you too. You think you could do something, well, they could do something to you too. It's just the saying is, you know, that used to, people think that used to just breed a little more respect in our society when we just had mutual, you know, it's like this mutual assured destruction thing. It's like, hey, I know you can do this, we can do this too, so let's just both not do it. You know what I mean? That used to be the plan. Now the plan is, well, I can do this and you can do this too. Well, we're just gonna do it first, or we'll do it better, or we'll do it even more, or, like, you know what I mean? The idea has changed. It's different now. It's a different time we're living in now. So thank you guys for watching. Please stay prepared, stay blessed, and you have a big old blessed day.